Good evening, everyone. So, thank you so much for coming in our webinar. So, thank you so much, लीना मैम also. So, लीना मैम आज का जो सेशन है वो बड़ा इंसाइटफुल रहने वाला है. So, thank you so much for coming all and hand over to you, मैम.
Good evening, Gaurav sir, and good evening, everyone else. So it's very nice of you to think of spending some time this evening here discussing about the Eisenhower Matrix, which is a very efficient time management tool. So if you're ready, we can get started about it. So the Eisenhower Matrix is is an effective time management tool, and it is taught to management students mostly because when they go into professional lives, they will learn to be organized in the way they work and thereby increase their productivity and efficiency. But then if we see the Eisenhower matrix can be applied by anybody in life, like even in personal life, to use your time effectively. So basically, so let me just start sharing my screen so that we delve deeper into the topic. I hope I'm audible to everyone. So So today we will see how we can use the Eisenhower matrix for enhancing personal effectiveness. So can everybody view my slide? Yes, please. I want a response. Yes, please. Can I proceed? Is my slide visible?
Yes, ma'am. Screen is visible.
Yes, sir. Yes. Please respond promptly so that I can proceed, otherwise I wouldn't be knowing. And is it okay in English or should I use Hindi?
Yes, ma'am. One more participants will here. So, thank you so much for coming, ma'am.
Okay. So like हिंदी भी यूज करेंगे, right? So English and हिंदी दोनों यूज करेंगे.
जी मैम.
Okay. Okay. So अब ये this actually हम लोग को क्या देखते हैं कि टाइम हम लोग बहुत कुछ करना चाहते हैं लेकिन we have only 24 hours with us in a day. एंड इसमें क्या होता है कि हम लोग फिर मोस्ट ऑफ अस लाइक इतना हरी वे में करते रहते हैं या एट द एंड ऑफ द डे वी माइट फाइंड दैट जो कुछ हम उस दिन करना चाह रहे थे हम लोग गोल्स तो बना लेते हैं एट द बिगिनिंग ऑफ द डे लेकिन बाद में क्या होता है वी पीपल फाइंड दैट हम लोग कंप्लीट नहीं कर पा रहे हैं वो गोल्स. सो इसका तो इसके लिए क्या जरूरत है कि हम अपना टाइम अच्छी तरीके से ऑर्गेनाइज करें. जब हम अपना टाइम ऑर्गेनाइज करेंगे वेदर इट इज पर्सनल लाइफ और वेदर इट इज प्रोफेशनल लाइफ जब हमारा टाइम अच्छी तरीके से ऑर्गेनाइज होगा देन जो सब गोल्स हमने रखा है अपने लिए वो सब हम आसानी से हम लोग अचीव कर पाएंगे. सो दैट जब हम अपना गोल्स अचीव कर पाएंगे अपनी जिंदगी में ऑन डे टू डे बेसिस, देन हमारी प्रोडक्टिविटी और हमारी एफिशिएंसी इंक्रीज होती है. सो दिस वे हमारी ऑन द होल इफेक्टिवनेस इंक्रीज होती है. इफेक्टिवनेस मीन्स हमारा इम्पैक्ट जो है एज अ पर्सन, एज अ ह्यूमन बीइंग इन दिस सोसाइटी, वेदर इन द प्रोफेशनल फील्ड और पर्सनल फील्ड, आप कितना डिलीवर कर पा रहे हो अपने काम में, whether it is personal work or outside work, how much you are able to deliver, how much you have committed, and how much you are able to deliver properly. So टाइम मैनेजमेंट जो है इट इज अ वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट थिंग. एंड ये जो टूल है आइजनहोवर मैट्रिक्स, इट इज अ वेरी गुड टाइम मैनेजमेंट टूल. ओके, सो ये इट्स वेरी इजी ऑल्सो, and easy easy to learn and easy to implement also. So let us see. So अगर आप ये देखते हैं तो you can see that the Eisenhower Matrix looks like this. Okay, ये जो बीच में ये जो डायग्राम है, ये Eisenhower Matrix देखने में ऐसा रहता है. तो इसमें क्या होता है, we have 4 areas. ओके, ये मैट्रिक्स क्या है, एक स्क्वायर स्ट्रक्चर आप बनाएंगे और उसमें 4 squares आप ड्रॉ करेंगे. लाइक द बिग स्क्वायर यू विल डिवाइड इट इनटू 4 small squares. और इसमें आप क्या करेंगे, एक एक स्क्वायर में एक एक प्रायोरिटी के टास्क आप डालेंगे. जैसे सपोज यू हैव, लाइक आपका जो सब काम रहता है, you will divide it into like आपके लिए कितना इम्पोर्टेंस है और कितनी अर्जेंसी है, ये सब में आप डिवाइड करके ये 4 स्क्वायर्स में आप अपना टास्क रखेंगे. और इससे आप देख पाएंगे कि when you divide or organize your tasks in this manner, then आपको पता चलेगा कि what tasks you have to do priority, and priority means utmost importance. जो टास्क आपको टॉप प्रायोरिटी में माने सबसे पहले करना पड़ेगा और जो टास्क आप उसके बाद में करेंगे. तो इससे क्या होता है, आपकी कोई इम्पोर्टेंट काम छूट नहीं जाएगी और लास्ट में ऐसा नहीं लगेगा कि यू नो एट द एंड ऑफ द डे दैट अरे मेरी इम्पोर्टेंट काम छूट गई है तो इसको करना है. ओके, so basically we'll proceed to the next slide. So Eisenhower मैट्रिक्स को conceptualize किया गया किसने, Dwight D. Eisenhower. Okay, so he was the 34th president of the United States and supreme commander of NATO forces. And so what he did was he needed an effective way to deal with his highly demanding task. So this matrix was designed, conceptualized. Basically, उनका brain child है ये. But after that, what happened is this matrix got wide publicity through Stephen Covey's paperback. माने स्टीफन कोवी ने अपने एक बुक में ये matrix को popularize किया. So this book is The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. So if you catch a hold of a copy of this paperback, it will do you very good because ये Eisenhower Matrix के साथ साथ you will have more other this effective ways of being effective. So this one is also mentioned in this very popular book, and many successful people will find it using this book rather. It's become very famous actually. So Eisenhower matrix में actually it goes along 2 dimensions और 2 factors ये है. जैसे अगर आप एक ये फिगर ड्रॉ करेंगे तो you will draw the matrix based on 2 factors of a task. I hope you understand what is meant by a task. Yes. A task is something that you do, a job, a work. Okay. So this task you have to like abhi, how will you draw an Eisenhower matrix? First thing is what you will do is you will first identify all the tasks in your day, like उस दिन में या उस महीने में या एक specific time period में you will identify all the tasks that you have to do, and फिर उन tasks को आप उनके urgency और importance ये दोनों factors के अनुसार आप इसको उनको divide करेंगे. Am I clear? Yes, please.
Yes,
Are
ma'am.
you following me? Okay. So now what happens is each task that you have to do, what you will do is you will classify it either as an urgent task or as an important task. Okay. उनकी urgency और importance के ऊपर उनको आइडेंटिफाई करके आप दो कॉलम्स बना के, एक urgent और एक important, दो कॉलम्स बना के आप इसको टास्क को कैटेगराइज करेंगे. So what is an urgent task? An urgent task is one which needs to be done immediately. तुरंत उस टास्क को अटेंड करना है. If not done, undesired consequence. अगर वो टास्क को अगर आप नहीं करेंगे तो उसका रिजल्ट आपको खराब होगा. तो वो टास्क इज अनअवॉइडेबल एंड हैज टू बी डन immediately. Then important task. What is an important task? Important task is an unavoidable task. Okay, it needs to be addressed as soon as possible. However, it needs to be attended only after an urgent task. So important task क्या है? ये task को आप टाल नहीं सकते. I mean, it's not that you can just forget the task. ये task तो आपको करना ही होगा, लेकिन urgent task के बाद में सबसे पहले आप अर्जेंट टास्क को अटेंड करेंगे और उसके बाद में जो टास्क इम्पोर्टेंट है वो भी आप करेंगे. So that is the difference between an urgent task and an important task. Have you understood the difference between an urgent task and important task? If you have any doubts, you can ask me. All clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So let's proceed. So now we have this thing. I mean, so here I have taken a case study. Okay. So can you read the slide? What is written on it? The example. Can you? यहाँ पे एक scenario दिया गया है. So can you read the slide?
Activity make an matrix for the given.
For the
Sorry.
given scenario. Okay. Okay.
Yes,
So
ma'am.
you have four quadrants here, right? I mean, ये Eisenhower Matrix में हमारे फोर और छोटे छोटे स्क्वायर्स हैं. तो एक एक स्क्वायर में आपको टास्क का प्रायोरिटी के ऊपर आपको ये आपका काम डिवाइड करना पड़ेगा. ओके. सो सपोज जो टास्क बहुत अर्जेंट एंड इम्पोर्टेंट है. ओके. लाइक आप क्या करेंगे? आप अर्जेंट एंड इम्पोर्टेंट दो कैटेगरीज बनाएंगे और उसके अंदर में आप एक एक टास्क जो है आपका आपको कैटेगराइज करना पड़ेगा. और प्रायोरिटीज कैसे लिखेंगे? यू लुक एट द फर्स्ट क्वाड्रेंट. द फर्स्ट दिस थिंग व्हिच इज इन ग्रीन कलर, वो क्या है? इस कैटेगरी में, इस स्क्वायर में you will have to put those tasks which are both urgent and important. Okay. Then ये task आपको तुरंत करना ही पड़ेगा. Okay. Do it now. Okay. This is the do quadrant. Then next is the decide quadrant. Okay. Decide quadrant में क्या रहेगा? Tasks which are important but not that urgent. Okay. So इस कैटेगरी में कौन से टास्क पड़ेंगे? टास्क दैट आर इम्पोर्टेंट है लेकिन वो उतना अर्जेंट नहीं है, तो ये सेकंड प्रायोरिटी है। तो पहले आप ये ग्रीन स्क्वायर में जो सब टास्क दिए वो पहले करेंगे, और सेकंड क्या कैटेगरी सेकंड क्वाड्रेंट में जो दिए गए हैं वो नेक्स्ट करेंगे। ओके। देन थर्ड प्रायोरिटी टास्क कौन सा है? थर्ड प्रायोरिटी टास्क है आपका ये the blue one. Blue one, what it contains? It contains tasks that are urgent but not important for you. Like for example, कुछ टास्क ऐसे होंगे कि आप माने दो टास्क हैव टू बी डन, लेकिन आपका पर्सनल टाइम की या आपकी पर्सनल प्रेजेंस की जरूरत नहीं है। ओके। तो ऐसे टास्क आप क्या करते हैं? क्योंकि टास्क को होना है, बिकॉज द टास्क हैज टू हैपन, हैज टू बी डन, इट इज अर्जेंट, इट हैज टू बी डन इमीडिएटली, but at the same time your presence is not required for that. So not required in the sense it is substitutable, माने कोई और भी कर सकता है आपके जगह में। आप ऐसे टास्क को आप डेलीगेट कर सकते हैं। ओके। किसी दूसरे को देके उसी टाइम में आप करवा सकते हैं। इससे क्या होगा? आपका वर्कलोड भी कम हो जाएगा और टास्क भी कंप्लीट हो जाएगा। फिर लास्ट कैटेगरी इज द डिलीट कैटेगरी, द फोर्थ प्रायोरिटी टास्क। ओके। सो ये टास्क क्या है? दीज आर नॉट अर्जेंट एंड दे आर नॉट इम्पोर्टेंट ऑल्सो। सो हम ऐसे करते हैं कि सर्टेन थिंग्स वी जस्ट do because we like such tasks and all, कुछ भी क्रिएशन हो गया या कुछ हो गया, लेकिन ये अर्जेंट है एंड दे आर नॉट इम्पोर्टेंट ऑल्सो। So okay, if time permits, you should do, or you can either postpone them, or if it is not at all suitable, then you can remove them from your task list also to give place to the ones that have priority. Okay. So now I have a this thing with you. I have a case study. Okay. ये case study को, do you think you can draw the Eisenhower Matrix and then make for this case study? Are you confident enough? Okay. So let us just go about it step by step, and then we will discuss this, and then we can all make the Eisenhower Matrix for this case study. So I hope you can read the case study. Anita is a homemaker. At breakfast at 9 a.m., she planned her day. Can you read this? Yes, please.
यस मैम। मैम, प्रगति मैम ने कहा है कि भी थोड़ा सा आप और तेज बोल सकते हैं।
Says in the sense louder.
या
Okay. Okay.
प्रगति
Now,
मैम,
now,
अगर आपको कोई डाउट आता है तो आप अपना माइक अनम्यूट करके मैम से डिस्कस कर सकते हैं।
yes, yes, yes. That will be good. That will be good. Kindly.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay, thank you.
Okay. Okay, Prati ma'am, are you comfortable? Can you listen to me?
I can
Hello.
listen you, but it's yeah, I can listen you, but the voice is little faint. Means it would have been easier for me if it would be a bit louder.
Louder. Okay. Um, this one. Okay. Louder. Yeah. Now is it okay? Now am I louder?
Yes, yes,
Oh,
better.
better. Okay. So 1 second. Okay. So now is it okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, it's good
Okay.
now. Thank you.
Okay. So can you read the case study? I mean, on the slide, is it clear? Is there clarity in this text, which I have written here, this case study?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So I am reading the case study. Okay. So Anita is a homemaker. See, one thing I would like to mention here is that देखिए ये आइजनहोवर मैट्रिक्स इज एक्चुअली प्रोफेशनल वर्ल्ड में बहुत यूज किया जाता है ओके सो ऑफिस एनवायरनमेंट में फॉर योर यू नो टाइम मैनेजमेंट ये दिस इज बीइंग यूज्ड अ लॉट okay but we people if we like here since we are doing the webinar on personal life and personal effectiveness and this effectiveness you know will reflect in your professional life also so I am giving examples from general general life ki koi ek even a housewife can use it so basically like I'm not because it will become very boring if I go into office and office environment and all that of course I will do that but this I'm doing it for simplicity so that you understand the concept first and then you can move on to like you can go on with your applications to your professional life also okay so uh, that way I have done it so this case study is of a housewife okay so Anita is a homemaker so what happens is at breakfast at 9 a.m she plans her day कि मेरे को ये एक्टिविटीज करना है एंड सो फॉर द डे एंड सो शी प्लान्स हर डे एंड व्हाट शी डज इज तो उसके इन दैट डे व्हाट एक्टिविटी शी हैज टू अटेंड अ पेरेंट टीचर मीटिंग उसका चाइल्ड का प्रोग्रेस रिपोर्ट आ रहा है तो शी हैज टू अटेंड अ parent teachers meeting at her child's school and that she decides to attend at in the morning just after breakfast and फिर उसको 11:30 a.m. को घर में पहुंचना है ओके क्यों क्योंकि उसका ये घर में एट दैट टाइम उसका एसी काम नहीं कर रहा तो एसी रिपेयर करने के लिए वो मैकेनिक आ रहा था तो उसको घर में 11:30 a.m. को पहुंचना चाहिए so that she plans like that and after that what she does is she plans is afternoon mein at 3 p.m she will attend one book fair that is there in her city and wo book fair ka last day hai so she will attend it okay so by 3 p.m she will finish off the earlier task and she will go to attend the book fair but what happens is जब अनीता ब्रेकफास्ट कंप्लीट करती है इमीडिएटली उनके घर में शी फाइंड्स दैट दादी माँ is having giddiness and nausea suddenly okay she is nauseated and she is having giddiness तो अभी क्या करना है एंटायर सिनेरियो तो चेंज हो गया है दादी माँ इज नॉट वेल नॉट क्वाइट वेल एंड शी नीड्स टू बी टेकन टू द doctor so what Anita does is you know and the hospital that she has to take her grandmother is very far away and she knows that abhi wo like जाएगी so she will not be able to return home before afternoon you know like वो जो 3 o'clock ऐसा हो जाएगा घर रिटर्न करते करते so now what should she do how do you think she should prioritize her task for the day अभी जो आपने एजनहोवर मैट्रिक्स जो आप अभी सीखे हैं आपकी knowledge से can you help her prioritize in a proper way all her tasks of the day? Anybody? ठीक है, चलिए अभी इसको ना स्क्रीन let us discuss this. So should I keep the screen or should I just come and discuss? Yes, please. Anybody can help?
Yes, ma'am.
हाँ, कोई हेल्प करने के लिए है? Volunteers in making the Eisenhower Matrix for this case study.
प्रगति मैम अगर है तो आप बता सकते हैं कुछ भी.
Okay, I will try to figure out. I think
Okay.
she should prioritize her grandmother's illness as the urgent task.
Very good. Very
And
good. So the first priority is the do it now में grandmother का illness first priority में आ रहा है. Then decide में कौन सा आप सोचेंगे?
no, decide में I think regarding the parent-teacher meeting.
Yes, yes, yes. Very good. So in the decide thing, she will have to put the parent-teacher meeting because parent-teacher meeting तो important है. It's not that it is not important, but at the same time it is not urgent. तो वो क्या करेगी? She will call up ना school में call up करके she will tell the teacher that ma'am ये urgency आ गया है मेरा तो I mean I need to be excused. I will come later. Right? और
Yes,
थर्ड में
yes,
क्या
yes.
करें? या एंड
Third,
थर्ड
regarding delegate, I think she can, for the AC repair, she can delegate the job to someone else at her home.
एक्सलेंट 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 यस अपना और कोई हाउस हेल्प या कोई नेबर होगा somebody will be there she can delegate the job yes that she can do then last
And last, if she can make to the book fair, then it's okay. Otherwise, she can skip that.
very good, very good. So up see the Eisenhower matrix is such an easy thing na you could like immediately categorize. And how do you think she is feeling after categorizing this?
She must be feeling very sorted and yeah, calm and confident.
Exactly, exactly. इसमें क्या होता है this is so nice and she will be able to carry on everything calmly and nicely. Just imagine अगर उसने ये sorting उसको पता नहीं होता, okay, and so many and she has so like all these events for the day and उसमें उसको क्या होता है like you know suddenly that sickness of her grandmother and all एंड देन यू नो इतना टेंशन हो जाता ना मैं पीटीएम में क्या करूंगी इधर पीटीएम भी है फिर एसी मैकेनिक भी आएगा मेरे को यू नो आई हैव टू गो टू द हॉस्पिटल she would be all confused and disorganized and this is just a simple example you can put you know first like agar if you are in such a similar situation uh, I'm not saying that hospital the scenario will be there anywhere but like your tasks you know you can put in you can also you know first make a list of your tasks identify what is urgent and what is important put them into these four squares and then you will see that as you said like you will be feeling very confident and sorted and you know like immediately you will get into action not thinking what should I do you will not waste time thinking what should I do first and what should I do later and is किस्म का करके see, some people may also think na, that, okay, let us wait, grandma may feel better and let me first attend the PTM and come, which is not quite a, you know, proper thing to do. So ये अगर थोड़ा हम सोच लेंगे तो we will know what is urgent and important and what comes first in the priority and then we will proceed. So this is a very useful matrix, very easy to understand and implement. And as you proceed in life, if you practice this daily, you can put like all your life, daily tasks, everything you can put this way, and you will be able to do everything properly with peace of mind and efficiently also. So let us proceed forward. So, benefits of Eisenhower Matrix. If you see, we have seen that efficient management of time. Okay, so when you are organized with in a proper way, this way, then you don't waste time, dilly-dallying and thinking what to do, and so you are able to use the time resource, because time kya hai? Time is not replenishable. एक बार एक मिनट चला जाता है तो it's gone forever. So it is the most precious resource. And if you have a mechanism of organizing your time properly, then you will be using your time properly. And next thing is stress management. As I told you, if you are confused, then you are stressed out. If you have important tasks coming up, you are stressed out. Like, for example, even like I can apply this to a student, examination scenario also, which is very important. Like once you see the question paper now, the 5-10 minutes that you get to organize your answers and all, there you can apply the Eisenhower matrix. Okay, so urgent and important category में कौन से आएंगे? The ones that are carrying the major questions, the most major questions, which go by the weight of the marks or the topic and all that. And as accordingly you can put like categorize the other questions also. And then you can what you can decide upon the amount of time you're going to spend on each question. Okay, so the amount of time that you can spend on each question, you can decide using the Eisenhower matrix here. जो questions बहुत weighty हैं, बहुत important हैं, and all, you spend more time on them. Because I don't know, usually students जो writing flow में चले जाते हैं, फिर some of them, not everybody, towards the end they start hurrying. The same thing goes with deadlines also, work deadlines and all also. That if you don't know how to prioritize, then you start doing the work the way you want, haphazardly, and towards the end you will be rushing with everything that seems important and all. So if you make the Eisenhower matrix, then what happens is, why you finish the most important task, the most high priority task, when you have good time in hand. And that then what happens, stress nahi rehta hai na. When you have completed all the major work, and when the time is coming to an when you are approaching the deadline, will you have any stress? Nahi rahega na. You will be confident, prepared, everything. So this is very useful in n number of situations like that. Then task delegation and teamwork efficiency. So if you're a team leader, okay, so if you apply the Eisenhower matrix, then there will be less pressure on the team members also. Okay, the team members also, if they work according to this matrix, then right from day one, they will know what to do when. If you see, you tell me, see, in work situations, there this kind of a situation is very common na, ki suppose like there is the manager, and like there is a deadline for a task, and when there is just 3-4 days or 2-3 days, that manager approaches the team member to which the task is allotted and says, "अरे अभी तक तुमने किया नहीं है." Tell me, I mean, is it is it a common situation or not?
Yes, it is.
Yeah. they will, because the team member also does not know कि इसकी importance क्या है, जो task उसको जो मिला है project में जो करना मिला है उसकी importance क्या है. He keeps doing XYZ और वो क्या बोलेगा, सर मैं तो इसमें ये कर रहा था, सर मैं वो कर रहा था, so I got engaged in those and I didn't look into this task. So this is a situation where the Eisenhower matrix is aptly applicable. पहले से ही टीम मेंबर्स को एक एक टास्क की इम्पोर्टेंस बता दो, तो दे आर ऑल्सो गाइडेड क्लियरली एंड यू आर ऑल्सो हैप्पी. एंड एट द एंड ऑफ द डे when the deadline is approaching, the whole team does a good job without any stress. Okay, so this kind of a thing. So team and task delegation jo bol rahe hain, like if suppose some certain people they will be overloaded with work, professional work में जाते हैं, so you may be very overloaded with your work and all, then it is not wrong if you go and tell your boss कि sir मेरे को ये deadline meet करना है. If I am indispensable, if I am not indispensable for the some jobs that you have given me, can you delegate them to someone else? आइजनोवर मैट्रिक्स से हम लोगों को डेलीगेशन की कॉन्सेप्ट भी यूज करने का वी आर कमिंग टू नो अबाउट इट. अदरवाइज व्हाट वुड अ कॉमन अ नॉर्मल वर्कर थिंक कि सर ने मेरे को ये सब जॉब दिया, मेरे को ही करना पड़ेगा, आई हैव टू डू इट. I mean, I'm talking about the people who are genuinely busy. If there are time pass people who want to put the work on other people, that is a different thing. We are not dealing with that here. But the people who are genuinely overloaded, they can go to their higher ups and tell them that, yeah, I need the delegation. If someone else can help me with this, or take up this responsibility, then I will be able to do the urgent and important जो first quadrant में जो है, which requires my presence, my and my sole contribution. I can be able to do that. Definitely, if the boss is a sensible person, he will understand that ये आदमी की resources इसको, he has to do the more important jobs, so let me give the smaller job, I mean the other jobs which other people can take up to some other person. Okay, so if you see artificial intelligence, I think you all are acquainted with artificial intelligence. It is a way of delegation only. It is it is, if it is taking up certain jobs of yours which is consuming time. So artificial intelligence is something that you're delegating to use your time more efficiently. Okay, so ये नहीं है कि artificial intelligence will take away jobs. Rather, it will help you do your jobs efficiently. Do you agree or not? Time management अच्छा होता है. Do you agree or not? Yeah. So no response. I don't see. Do you agree? Or if you have anything to say or discuss, you can tell.
Yes, ma'am. You are absolutely right.
Yeah. And if you want to have any points also, you can do so, because now, like, there are people thinking that artificial intelligence will take away jobs, this, that. But rather, I think it's a very good way of delegating the jobs, and it will help you, use your time more efficiently and make you more effective. That's what I feel. So that's how it is. Then team work efficiently, because when you're not losing time and when you're knowing the importance of time and using your time properly, then the team will work efficiently only when it has clear cut instructions and goals and the job is also done as per priority, sufficient time is given to high priority jobs, then the work will be done efficiently. Then see, ये सब तो time management का रहा, the applications, okay, Eisenhower Matrix ka. Conventionally, it is a time management tool, intellectual tool, which which helps you improve your personal efficiency. But there are other things also to which you can apply this, as like I feel you can apply it to relationships also. How can you apply it to relationships? Any idea? Anybody wants to say? Relationships and improve करने के लिए Eisenhower Matrix कैसे use कर सकते हैं?
In relationship, we can know the issues, the difficulties which we are facing in a relationship. We can categorize them that on which issue we should uh, take urgent action and which can be dealt later on, like that. I
Exactly.
think
Excellent. Yes. So यही है. Yes. This is a lovely thing to I mean like understand, you know. So this yes, you can categorize as per the nature of the relationship into the different quadrants, and you can sort it out. So actually, and one more thing is also many relationships to improve the communication. Okay, many relationships actually the quality of the relationship depends on the quality of communication that you're doing. Okay, so abhi see if in the what you can do is suppose somebody is very busy, your senior or colleague or anybody is very busy, and so at that time what you can do is you can ask only, you know, you can talk to that person or ask for that person's attention only on important and urgent talks. Usually what happens, you know, many of us unknowingly we might put you know, we don't understand that like suppose, you know, in the morning, like early morning, like morning time hai, people are getting prepared for your spouse is getting prepared for office or something, and then what you do is you know, you start talking on so many issues which are not so important, like at that time when that person is preparing to go to office, you say, then what happens, that person gets irritated, so that hampers the relationship. So if you know, at that time you just think ki, kya mere ko, I mean, is this what I am going to ask that person, is it urgent and important? And then if it is, then you communicate, otherwise you let that person spend time on his or her own important money jo at that time that person is focused on something, you give that time to that person to focus on whatever activity that person is doing. So this is one way. Then a task which is not important, not urgent but important. Now there may be certain issues which you need to discuss with your family, but I mean that very busy person. So what you can do is you can postpone the task. It is important, you have to discuss, but you can postpone that task to a time when it is favorable to discuss. Okay, so at that time, that person will also be in a cool mood, and you can ask that question. There also, you know, so we people generally tend to get go wrong because we ask questions in the most unfavorable situations when that person is not in a receptive mood, and then the relationship spoil. Then third is delegate. Delegate is what you can do is suppose you know, you're not getting along well with one person, But suppose one team member is there, you're not getting along well at all. You had a very big, quarrel or something in office with that person, and you know that you're very side. Like if you go near, then again, you might get into friction. Then what you can do is you can ask a team member, jo can actually take your place and go and speak to that person on that issue. Okay, because you want the work done in the official situation, because on the whole, because of your personal quarrel or something, that teamwork should not suffer. That work has to be done. So if you have a colleague who is working on the same job with you and who is eligible officially to do that communication, then you can request that person, say okay, this person recently has that person will not talk to me openly, so you go and take this up. So this is how you can delegate the communication, so that that relationship further disturb होके आपका entire project ही impact ना हो जाए adversely. So this you can do. Then delete or see, delete. You can this situation also you can use. Like suppose कोई relationship है which you are not finding important or urgent. It is very like nowadays in life. When we are having relationships with different people, it is like it's natural for us to understand the importance of those relationships. Okay, especially if a relationship is not being good. Okay, so that we can think over. Like if it is a relation which is not important and not urgent. Not urgent means you will say that that person's presence is not of any value. Like suppose, see, if it's a close family member, that person is very important to you. You have to communicate. But what if that person is an outsider and just one social circle में कोई person है, and suddenly that person has said something which you did not like? What you can do is you can make weigh that thing, instead of being hurt by what that person said and all that, and giving importance to that person's words and all that. What you can do is you can just like cut off that relationship, because that relationship itself is not important. Abhi social circle mein there will be 100 people who are not even friends, but casually you meet them and some party mein they say something. Will you, I mean, it's not necessary that you should keep in touch with them. But if you don't know how to prioritize, you'll think, you'll give importance to each and every person, and usse kya hoga, you will be only increasing your hurt. What do you say about this kind of a thing?
Yes, ma'am, I agree with you. As Eisenhower Matrix can help effectively in these situations also.
Yeah. So these things, this matrix will help you in categorizing your relationships also as per the importance, and help you lead a very uh, this peaceful life, stress free. Then I to relationships like you really put your emotions into a big soup, and that it puts you like your entire, and it acts on your personal efficiency also, because your emotional makeup is the most important regardless of your capabilities. इमोशनल मेकअप को अच्छा हेल्दी रखना, हैप्पी रखना सो फॉर योर पर्सनल इफेक्टिवनेस. अगर वो नहीं है तो कितना भी केपेबल है आप, इट विल नॉट तो पूरा आपका capability is not impacted badly, this kind of a thing. So this matrix you can use to improve relationships also. Then frugality. Frugality is spending your money wisely. So how does the Eisenhower matrix help in this? Spending your money wisely. Say, suppose I give you an example. You go shopping, okay? Then what happens is there are some of us who will, हर एक चीज को देख के we are attracted and we want to buy. Many it happens. I have seen people doing that, and I have personally been scolded also for not doing such a thing, because I decide beforehand and go not because of the Eisenhower matrix, but generally मैं ऐसे ही हूँ. But I see people around me that कुछ भी spontaneously जाके they will keep picking up the item and putting in the basket. So then what happens is ultimately you come back home with so many things, then they are actually used, not used, and then that is how the money expenditure ho jata hai. So if you want to be frugal, of course every person has his own way of spending money. That is not the thing. But if you want to be frugal in your expenditure and all, then this matrix you can use. First thing is, see, when you go to a mall, if you assess on this urgency and importance, then you will be spending wisely. Like you will definitely buy those items which are important and as well as urgent. Like abhi unko that item you require it, you desperately want it, so you will buy it. Okay, and when you buy such an item, that item you will use it also properly, you will take care of it, and you will use it also properly, and you will be satisfied also that I have spent my money properly. Okay, because this item is being very useful to me. Next is, if you see an item which is important but not urgent for you to buy, market में अभी ऐसे भी चीजें होती हैं. See, suppose you have gone to this shop of electrical appliances. Okay, so you have gone to buy a washing machine and you see that एक अच्छा fridge भी है वहां पर. Then what will you do? And you need the fridge also. But thing is, you have not but you are not going to, I mean, this thing, like you are not going to what to say, you don't need it, if like you have not planned to purchase it at that moment only. Okay, so fridge को आपने देख के रखा है, but you will buy the washing machine only. Okay, because आपने budget नहीं बनाया. So what you will do? You will keep the fridge in mind, and next time you will plan for it and buy. Now suppose without planning you go and spend another 20-30,000 rupees and you buy the item. What will happen? This is an unplanned for purchase, and that may impact your other important expenditures. एक मोमेंट की वीकनेस से, क्विक डिसीजन से आपने कुछ खरीद लिया है, एंड व्हाट यू हैव स्पेंट may impact your other expenses. So you can, if you do this kind of a categorization, you can avoid that kind of expenditure. Then third is delegation. Delegation यहाँ पे कैसे काम आएगा in your shopping? Suppose there is an item which is, you should assess whether you really need it or not. A man, once, I went and I bought a roti maker. Okay. So this roti maker, when I got back home, I saw that, after the initial enthusiasm, I was back to the rolling pin only, the conventional method. सो कोई भी आइटम हमको ना खरीदने के, बिकॉज रोटी मेकर में मेरे को ऐसा हो रहा था कि वो मैंने मोटा आ रहा था या समथिंग. आई मीन द ब्रांड दैट आई bought was not maybe all that this thing, or I did not know or something. So I was not satisfied with the texture and quality of the roti in the roti maker, so I came back to that rolling pin only. And so natural उसी से मेरा काम हो गया. Then I understood that this one was a waste. Similarly, it happens with the sophisticated juicers and all these things which we just purchase. Cosmetics भी ऐसे ही खरीद लिए, फिर after a few days you see that you're not using them. Okay, so that is delegation. Delegation means substitute. Like you should think at that time, I mean, are these really necessary, or can I get my job done in a simple way without these things also? Once you're clear about that, so many things that you just purchase, extra purchases, ये आप curtail कर सकते हो. Okay, so that is one. Then delete things that are not important and not urgent. ये आपको पता रहना है. कोई भी आइटम खरीदने के टाइम में यू शुड अंडरस्टैंड वेदर दिस आइटम इज आई एक्चुअली नीड इट. मेरी जरूरत क्या सच में ये है इस आइटम से, एंड इज इट रियली इम्पोर्टेंट फॉर मी. लाइक बहुत बार वी हैव बॉट मेनी डेकोरेटिव पीसेस एंड ऑल, or certain fancy hair clips, hair bands and all these things which we people really, I mean, I'm not using actually, just khareed ke rakh diya. That happens with children also. They buy so many toys and all that they don't use. Of course, child, you cannot, I mean, if you're clever enough, you can stop that. Otherwise, children don't listen to anyone. That is another thing. So shopping में भी Eisenhower Matrix का ये ठीक होता है. Then next is what I generalize is that this matrix can be used in any aspect of life. Any up, today you can sit and koi bhi situation mein you can use this matrix to organize your tasks, your way of thinking, your everything, organize your life issues, life aspects, life tasks, everything, if you can put them under urgency and importance dimension. अगर आप ये dimensions में अगर कोई भी चीज को आप categorize कर सकते हैं, whatever is happening in your life, then you can use this Eisenhower Matrix. And अगर आपको कोई help चाहिए, like in anything, we can, you can get back to me. My phone number is there on the slides and all, and even through Let's Be Okay. And we can, we can how, like we can see how we can use this matrix. So thank you very much. And our this thing is done today. And okay. So
yeah, thank you so much, ma'am.
I hope you all have liked it.
Yes, sure, ma'am. Thank you so much, everyone. सो थैंक यू सो मच अगेन मैम कि आपने इंसाइटफुल सेशन दिया है, और होप सो कि हम और भी सेशंस ऐसे लेके आएंगे. सो पर्सन्स को ये रिकॉर्डिंग भी मिल जाएगी इसके अल्टरनेट में यूट्यूब चैनल पर आपको. इसके अल्टरनेट में जैसे इसमें पीपीटी में मैम का नंबर और ईमेल आईडी भी है, आप मैम से डायरेक्टली भी डिस्कस कर सकते हैं अगर आपको कोई डाउट है या कोई कंसल्टेशन चाहिए आपको पर्सनल इंडिविजुअल में, तो आप वो कंसर्न कर सकते हैं मैम से. या थैंक यू सो मच एवरीवन.
Thank you.
या ओके, बाय बाय मैम.
Bye.